This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard, watching the grunion crawl magi. Little kids got naked and had lots of sex. Don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 81. My name is Adam. Today we're joined by Kevin. How are you, Kevin?
I'm doing okay.
We're also joined by Mr. Ryan. How are you?
Out of breath.
Out of breath? Oh, God. I love how quickly you answered that, too. Like you were waiting for it.
He was building up his breath for that answer.
Yes.
So what movie do we have you watch this week?
FEMME FATALE.
FEMME FATALE. This is from 2002. This is in honor of Brian De Palma's Passion, hitting theaters this week. This movie is written and directed by Brian De Palma. Stars Rebecca Romijn Stamos. I guess it's just Rebecca Romijn now. I think they got a divorce.
Indeed.
It also stars Antonio Banderas, Peter Coyote. Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. What's he up to?
I don't know. And that's pretty much it. Am I mistaken?
No.
Okay. Well, I do have a synopsis here. A woman tries to straighten out her life even as her past as a con woman comes back to haunt her. Sounds exciting.
Oh, no, you forgot to mention that John Stamos does have an uncredited role as cheesy agent. So Rebecca did throw him a bone here.
Nice.
This one that weren't they married at this point?
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Well,
since he got a role in the film.
And her last name is Stamos in the credits of this one.
Uncle Jesse.
Jesse and the Rippers has a cameo.
They're making a comeback.
I did hear that they didn't.
They played on Fallon, I think.
Yeah, they played on Fallon. I want to watch that. I do have a trailer here, so let's give this a listen. This is FEMME FATALE.
From director Brian De Palma, master of the erotic thriller, comes a new suspense sensation.
This top supermodel's wearing more than you think. 10 million in diamonds.
This isn't a game tonight. People can die. Remember, no names and no guns.
Go.
The witch double-crossed us. She ran away with the diamonds.
A little under 4 million.
Not bad for a night's work, huh?
Where are the diamonds?
Oh my God. Alright.
It was really loud.
Okay.
I think so.
It had to be.
You had to find out where those diamonds were.
They took all
They
of them.
certainly spoke English in that.
Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about this movie, Ryan?
Well, I need to start off by saying I'm pretty sure it's supposed to have subtitles because at certain points they don't speak English, and the subtitles worked like the first 5 minutes of the movie and then they stopped. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be throughout the movie or what.
What language were they speaking?
Mostly French.
I
I think there may have been some Spanish in there, but I'm not too heavy on my foreign languages, so I'm not sure.
Well, maybe you can tell us what you think happens in this.
Basically, Rebecca Romijn is she is a mercenary diamond thief, and she goes in at the beginning of the movie. Her and her team plan to steal diamonds from this girl that's at the Cannes Film Festival, and Rebecca Romijn goes in the bathroom and they make out and do some stuff, and they steal diamonds while they're messing around with each other, and then Rebecca Romijn double crosses one of her one of her team members, and he goes and tries to get retaliation by throwing her off of a balcony, and she lands on rolls of carpet and lives. And from that point on, she gets mistaken for a French woman, like given by this woman's parents, or what I think are her parents. And she decides to fly to America and meets the quote unquote richest man in the world. And they end up getting married, and it flash forward 7 years. And Antonio Banderas comes in, and he's like a paparazzi guy. And he takes a picture of this chick, of Rebecca Romaine, going into a adult store, and it circulates, and it makes her reputation terrible because her husband's a political figure. And she decides to get into messing around with him. And she does that and actually makes everyone think that he kidnapped her. So he gets his role for that. And the girl from the beginning of the story is killed. The other girl they steal from is killed. And towards the end, Rebecca Romaine wakes up in this bathtub. And you find out the whole movie was actually her dreaming. And it's about it.
Oh, I love when that happens.
So wait, was she... Okay, so she wakes up and she was dreaming. Was she really a con artist? Or was she just like a regular housewife or something?
No. She was dreaming, and when she first started dreaming, she saw herself walking into this house and shooting herself. And when she wakes up, she stops herself from killing herself.
Nothing of that makes any sense to me, but we'll just go ahead and move on.
No subtitles.
Well, what did you think of it overall?
It was alright. It's kind of entertaining. Again, there are no subtitles, so
Which should be okay with you, because you hate subtitles.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, but I don't like not knowing what's going on even more.
Well, this is one of Brian De Palma's lowest rated films. It only has a 48 on Rotten Tomatoes, which really isn't that bad considering all of the movies that he's made. And I guess we can talk a bit about him as a director. I mean, he's done a huge number of stuff. Actually, this isn't the lowest rated one. I completely take that back.
Which one is it?
Bonfire of the Vanities is his lowest rated one on Rotten Tomatoes. And I didn't pick... I was going to pick that one just because it was his lowest rated one, but I decided to go with Femme Fatale because it's a little bit more relevant to Passion that's coming out this week.
I was thinking Snake Eyes would be the lowest rated.
Yes, there's actually quite a few that are lower than this.
Nicolas Cage.
Black Dahlia. Black Dahlia only got a 32.
I like that.
I actually liked Black Dahlia as well, but I haven't seen it since it was in the theater, so I might be feeling different now. Mission to Mars got a 25. I didn't even know he directed that. That was really bad. And Snake Eyes got a 40.
Yeah.
And then he directed a movie in 86 called Wise Guys that got a 33, starring Danny DeVito and Joe Piscopo.
Oh, man, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, that one I want to see. But Brian De Palma is a pretty prolific director. I mean, he's done a ton of great stuff. I mean, a lot of his movies. He did Blowout, which was probably making its way. I've seen that pretty recently. Like, when did I talk about that? Probably within the last year.
Yeah,
And
I think that was at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, and I loved it. But he also did Scarface, of course, and The Untouchables and Carrie and a bunch of other stuff. He did the first Mission Impossible and Carlito's Way, which I like a lot. So
Sisters.
What's Sisters? I don't even know what that is.
It's one of his early films. 73. It's supposed to be quite good.
Haven't seen that one.
Yeah. Horror thriller.
What do you think of Brian De Palma, Ryan?
Well, I really don't know. I like some of the movies you mentioned.
Well, I don't mean what do you think of him as a person.
And
what do you think of his demeanor?
I like some of the movies that you mentioned, like Carrie.
Like Snake Eyes?
Huge
Snake Eyes fan?
I remember liking Snake Eyes when I was younger, but I used to be a huge Nicolas Cage fan.
Well, everyone's a huge Nicolas Cage fan.
I was also a big fan
whether
of...
they want to be or not. Sorry.
That's true. I was also a fan of Gary Sinise back in the day.
A lot of people were.
Well, I think
What happened to Sinise?
I think that I'd still be a fan of his if he did movies, but he's on.
That's right. What's that show that he's on?
He's on CSI.
Yeah, that's
New
terrible.
York, I believe.
The Graveyard. That's how I like to call it.
Yeah.
Their shows are graveyards.
Yeah. He also did Redacted, which I saw back when it came out in 2007, and that one I did not like at all. I thought that one was a complete train wreck. It was like offensively bad. It was found footage. It was a found footage war movie.
No, thank you.
It's terrible. Just terrible. And that was like his political statement on the war. It's basically just a collection of soldiers doing awful things, and it was just really disrespectful, and did not like it. I don't know if I mentioned Casualties of War, but I like that movie a lot too. The one with Michael J. Fox and Sean Penn. Did you ever see Casualties of War, Ryan?
I have not.
Well, go watch it.
Yeah.
Go watch it, you dummy.
Such an asshole.
I'll watch it after on the floor again.
Double bill it with Snake Eyes.
So how did Rebecca Romaine do in Femme Fatale? Was she a Femme Fatale?
Terrible actress.
Terrible.
I mean, I should say terrible. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Rubs me the wrong way. I mean,
What about Mystique? When she was Mystique?
I didn't like her as Mystique.
You think Jennifer Lawrence is a better Mystique?
Yeah. She's easier to picture in that role.
I thought she was fine in that. I honestly don't think that I've seen a lot of movies of hers.
I think that's the only one I've seen.
Wasn't she in, she was in, was it Punisher? The one with Thomas Jane? Was she in that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she was.
She was fine in that. But, yeah. Any other, like, notable things about, like, Femme Fatale as far as your opinions?
No, it just didn't excite me that much. Maybe, again, that's because I didn't know what was going on, but...
So it's like kind of a manila folder.
Yeah. Whenever I did see and pick up, it didn't excite me.
Were you able to spot John Stamos as cheesy agent?
No, I don't remember seeing it.
Oh, now you have to go back and watch it and spot John Stamos.
Cheesy agent
so.
or cheesy?
That's what it said.
Cheesy Asian.
Oh, wow.
I think it'd be better if he was cheesy Asian. Well, let's go ahead and give you your drum roll on this. What do you give Femme Fatale?
4.
4 out of 10. I feel like you give a lot of 4s.
Yeah.
I think.
That's my go-to number.
Yeah, I think 4s are really common for you.
I don't like change.
From now on, just every score is a 4, no matter what.
Yes.
You give him a film that he absolutely loves, and he'll still say 4.
4. What do you think of Passion? Have you seen any trailers for this?
No.
It's
But if it's anything like this, I'm not interested.
it is an erotic thriller.
Indeed.
Who's in
It's Rachel McAdams and Noomi Rapace.
it?
Yeah.
Say that second one again?
Noomi Rapace or Rapace? I don't know how do you...
I
No.
don't know who that is.
She was the main character from Prometheus.
Yeah, Prometheus.
That's where you would know her from. She's the one that had the
I hated that movie.
she's the one that had the C-section to get the alien out.
That was an awesome scene. I don't care what you say about the movie, but
This is a shit scene.
That
It's a
scene-
shit movie.
nah. Nah.
This is the thing that bothers me about this is a remake of a 2010 movie.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a remake of a love crime, a French movie.
Have you
It
seen
actually had Kristen Scott Thomas in it.
This is playing on demand right now, and it hits theaters Friday. And Kevin, you're going to be covering this for the site.
I am going to be covering this.
I have seen it, and I was not on board with it at all. And
Yeah,
I get... Here's the thing about Passion. I get it. Just like I got the Canyons. I understand what he's going for, but for me, it doesn't work. Like,
Yeah.
the way that this movie plays out, when you see it, you'll just be like, holy shit, this is an erotic thriller from 1994. Like, that's exactly how it looks, how it's filmed, the music. Like, there's lots of saxophones going on. in it and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
And it feels like a 90s thriller.
Oh, awesome.
And for people that are into those, I think that this might work. But for me, I was just like, oh my God. Like, I'm having flashbacks of making like bad decisions at Hollywood Video. Renting like a straight to video thriller.
Like Femme Fatale? Did you make that poor decision
No,
in your youth?
I've never seen that, so no, I haven't. Normally, I try to stay away from the erotic thrillers because I don't really like them. I mean, can you think of any erotic thrillers that you like, either of you?
Basic Instinct.
I don't think I liked Basic Instinct. I don't think I did.
I don't know.
Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe Indecent
Okay.
Proposal
What
might
about
be one I liked.
the one with
The Crying Game. That
the one with Nicolas Cage
yeah.
and
Snake Eyes?
And then the one where he's in Vegas.
was in
Leaving
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Isn't it?
That's not an erotic thriller.
No. Let's go ahead and say that it is.
Okay.
Let's throw that misinformation out there. Leaving Las Vegas is an erotic thriller.
Oh man, that's probably the most unerotic thriller I've ever seen.
There are penises.
Were there penises? I don't remember. But of course, I know you would remember that. There is a penis at the 1 hour 25-minute mark in Leaving Las Vegas. About 13 seconds in.
I think he had. Do you keep a notebook of all instances of penis? Yeah.
No, I have my own website.
Yeah, he's compiling a website that's like Mr. Skin, but instead of boobs and butts, it's just penises.
Yes.
For the ladies.
It's called
I
Mrs. Skin.
Nice. I have this image of him watching a film. As soon as a penis pops up, he just pauses it real quick, jots down.
And he gives a little bit of detail, like partial shadow, tip obstructed, full shaft.
Oh god.
Well, I think that's probably a good place to end the show. Ryan, any final thoughts on Femme Fatale?
No.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, you had to think about it, or
No, I was just catching my breath.
this has been an entire episode of Ryan trying to catch his breath.
No,
Goodness.
No, I absolutely would stay away from this movie.
Okay. And are you at all interested in Passion?
No.
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 Well, check back next week for our review, and we might talk about it a little bit on next week's weekly show. So
I hope you murder it. I hope you talk all kinds of shit about it.
we might.
I hope
Kevin
this
might
is-
love it though. So.
Who knows, man?
Well, I think that wraps it up. For all the latest film news and reviews, visit us at filmpulse.net. Send us an email, feedback at filmpulse.net. Follow us on Twitter at filmpulse.net. Be sure to rate us on iTunes. We appreciate that very much. For filmpulse.net, my name is Adam.
And I'm Kevin.
I'm Ron.
And we will see you on Monday.
See you later.
Oh, God. Richard Roper said that this movie's a wonderful ride.
Ooh.
His mom's a wonderful ride.
Please put all of that in the end.